Hello again, everyone. Todd Struch, the Horror Nerd, here at New Jersey HorrorCon and Film Festival at the Showboat.
He's doing very good. He is doing very good. Listen closely to what he is saying.
I have no idea what I'm about to say, but anyway. Now, I'm here with Bernie Lomax himself, Terry Kiser at the Showboat Hotel in Atlantic City. Terry, how are you?
Thank you. I'm fine. How are you?
I am doing just great. I'm a little flustered now, so congratulations. Now, you're very spry for a dead guy, I must say.
It's amazing how one, keeps getting alive, and every time I've played more dead parts than I have live parts, I think. It's amazing in my career. But we're having a good time here.
Yeah, how's the show been for you so far?
The Showboat's been nice. Everybody's been very friendly. Big crowds have been here. Mm-hmm. And it's always fun. You feel very humble when you get fans that come and say they enjoy your work, because to me it's a craft that I'm very proud of. I'm glad I'm not working for IBM, and I'm doing something I love. And to see these people appreciate it, it's fun. It's good.
Absolutely. And speaking just as a fan, it's great to meet the people whose work I've admired all these years. So I assure you, it goes both ways.
Yeah.
Does it ever surprise you anymore that after all this time, Weekend at Bernie's been out for a long time now, and your other work, does it ever surprise you that we get these big crowds to come out and see you?
No. And the reason being is it keeps getting bigger. As the film gets older, in other words, I started off in Broadway and things like this, so I've done over 150 movies and television shows and so on. But Weekend at Bernie's, Friday the 13th, The Three's Company, these are kind of the highlights of the thing. But Bernie keeps getting bigger. They keep playing it over and over again and things like this. It's turned into an icon. I had a wonderful opportunity, talk about a bucket list, that the Oakland A's called me and asked me if I'd throw out their first pitch.
Oh, that's cool.
And I said, are you kidding me? Me? I would be happy to. And so those little perks along the way are fun.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Very cool. I mean, I'll never throw out the first pitch at a baseball game, So tell me, Terry, what were some of the unique challenges with Weekend at Bernie's? Obviously, the nature of the role is not your typical role. So what were some of the challenges about having to, you're playing a dead guy?
It's amazing. When I first saw myself on film dead, they have what they call dailies, which are what you filmed the day before. And I saw the character dead on screen, and I said, that's not funny. That's just dead. It's not funny dead. And I went home and I back to the hotel and stuff like this, and I said, well, what is this guy? To get back to Basics 101. Well, he's trying to goof on these guys. And I'm looking in the mirror and I'm going, what's funny? And that's where the Bernie smirk came from. And the Bernie smirk, I can get into this up here somehow. And I saw it on the dailies, and everybody started laughing, and I said, okay, he's funny dead now, and he's not dead. And I think that was one of the big turning points in the movie for me. As an actor. Isn't that silly? Talking about a smirk, for crying out loud. All right.
Everyone's got a signature thing, or something, so nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that at all, the Bernie smirk. And then, of course, that all of a sudden everybody was doing the dance. The Bernie
right.
dance. That came 10 years after the movie was out. And they said, well, how did that dance happen? Well, we all know that music starts right here. That whole area there, And that's that's where it starts. And so they said, well, how do you get off the toilet and stuff like this? And I said, well, let's get this thing moving here first. And so that started moving, and things started getting up, and all of a sudden it went back like this. And then it became the Bernie. They were doing it in discos. They're doing it in Europe. Everybody, is going around like this. And I'm going to talk to Stephen Curry, the great basketball player for the Golden State, because I've seen him trying to imitate me after the things like this. I'm going to try to get a couple of tickets, or he's going to have to pay me for doing the Bernie dance.
Just trademark the hell out of that, right?
Oh, right.
So I am not quite sure where to even go after that. So, Terry, what are you up to these days? Any current projects you're working on? Anything you want to tell the viewers about?
Well, thank you. I just finished a movie called The Body Sculptor. Going out. I've written a script that was sold, I guess, with a couple of writer friends of mine called In Between, about life here and what happens before you go to the other life. Very CIA-ish orientated, kind of fun piece. And I have these projects that I've been doing every year. We do short films with young filmmakers. And they all come up to, I have a little ranch up in Colorado. And so they come up there and we do little films. And so this is the third year that we've done it. And this year, this wonderful little piece called Speak Again is in, I think, the Nashville Film Festival, the Austin Film Festival, the Greeley Film Festival. And it's quite successful. And we're just in the midst, we're going to do another one called Fairy Dust, because we have this great opera house up in Ouray, Colorado. And I said, I want to show this opera house to the world. So that'll be our set, and it's going to be about a savant older man that lives in the opera house, that collects tickets and cleans, and then, of course, has... At night, he turns on all the lights, and he's seen some of the great actors go through the thing like this.
Oh, it's very cool.
He goes like this, but he's very embarrassed. And at the end, he's up on top of the opera house, and he looks down, and all of a sudden, he flies.
Oh, wow.
Flies down to the front of the thing, goes in the opera house, the sign, he turns to close, and that's the end of the movie.
Huh.
He made a good one.
That sounds very, very cool. So.
But I love young filmmakers. They give me energy. It's a creative thing, and there's things I can give back to them through my career and craft that I've learned. So that's kind of what I'm up to.
Fantastic. It's very cool. Terry, thank you so much for a few minutes of your time. Thank you for the most physical interview that I've done this weekend. That was great.
Thank you all out there for listening to us again.
Awesome. Terry Kiser, everybody, here at the New Jersey HorrorCon and Film Festival in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Horror Nerds signing off. We'll see
all of you very soon. Come on back. All right.
We'll see all of you in the next interview.